Well, would you look at that, our good buddy Galen left me a question to answer. Ben, what made you want to go into fish as a profession? And Galen, the answer to that question is when we were kids, our dad was a news anchor for a NBC TV station, and his hours every day were from 2 until midnight, which meant when we got home from school, he had already left from work and we fell asleep before he got home. So on the weekends, the thing that me and my dad did together was go to the fish store, and I think this is part of the reason why it's something that I'm so passionate about. And then came the time for me to get my first job, and I started looking around at places where I thought I might be a good fit, and since I was already good at fish, I decided to get a job at a fish store. Jay, today I want to talk to you about something that I noticed over the weekend when I was out at the bar with some friends. It all started when a friend of mine from high school came up to me and started chatting, and this was one of these people that I was friends with, although I had only ever had one class with them and we kind of sat next to each other and did homework and whatnot together. But that was about the extent of our friendship. We never really did anything other than science. And so in high school, whenever I ran into this kid in the hallways, or if we were chatting at our lockers or something, it was always like, "Hey, did you do that science homework?" The topic of our conversations literally always revolved around the one connection that we had, which was science class. So when I ran into him at the bar, I did not know what to talk to him about because all of a sudden, we didn't have science class to talk about anymore. I refer to these people as single topic friendships. They are people who you are friends with because of one thing, and that is the only thing that you and that person have ever spoken about. I think the best example of this happening to me was my very first class ever in college. It was an English class, and I sat down next to this guy, and we kind of agreed to be the person who edits each other's papers because it was a class-mandated task. So this was my first day of college ever, and I was just trying to be friends with everybody and meet all sorts of new people. So over the next 4 years of college, I would run into this guy on campus all the time, and I don't even think I knew his name, but I would run into him and it would just be like, "Hey man, how's it going? Are you still writing at all?" And neither of us were English majors. We had nothing to do with writing as far as what our career paths were going to take us, but it's the only thing that I ever could talk to this guy about for some reason. I know that this is kind of an obscure thing, and so I'm kind of wondering if anybody else runs into this problem or if it's just me and being horrible at small talk. So my question of the day, Jay, is do you have any single topic friendships, and what is that topic? And Jay, that's all I've got for you today, man, so I will see you tomorrow. So guys, I'm having a horrible time with this sign-off line. For some reason, I just have this huge mental block on how to end these conversations with my brother. So if anybody out there wants to submit a video of themselves saying, "And you've just watched SuperCarlinBrothers," or something along those lines, I will gladly use that at the end of the video instead of my normal horrible way of logging off.